All right. So this is what it looks like. You've got your search area, and then you've got your kind of other your tabs over here. I wouldn't worry about these right now. Your tabs, my properties, these are all the saved properties you have. Contacts, these are people that you have found that own properties that you like. Skip tracing is really just you provide a list of properties and you're asking who owns these properties and what's their contact information. You can pay to have that done. Campaigns, these are how do I get in contact with those people? So do I send them a text message? Do I send them a postcard? Do I send them ringless voicemails? You can do all of those things here. And then you've got your kind of boilerplate other stuff. Really, the main thing that's going to be helpful is here. So in fact, let's just go look at this property, a previously searched property. What I find Propstream most valuable for is running comps for a couple of things. One, to inform myself, and two, to inform my private lenders. So if I'm looking at this property, it's off market. I can't remember what it is. If this was the 5-plex, kind of a unique thing. But in any case, I click on details. One of the first things I do is I looked at linked properties. How many properties do they have? Both of them in Abilene. Okay, great. So then, and both of them are paid off. Look at that. So these have, you could ask for seller financing on these. All right. But then I'll go over to comps and I'll run comparables on these properties. It auto populates to the for the comparable search to the last 12 months. And I believe it's 10 or 20% above and below your square footage. Yeah, so it looks like 20%. So 20% below, 20% above. You can adjust this, 1,500 square feet down to, 800 square feet, right? Within half a mile. And you can constrain it for a lot of different things, even including status, property class. You just want residential. You can include all of these. I'm just going to toggle residential type. Let's go single family. All right. Now, these are all the properties that fall into that. Now, what's helpful here is, one, we have the blue is MLS and the green is public record. So in Texas, public record is estimate, like we don't know, right? So it's estimated. So MLS is going to be the most valuable. So what I do here for comps is when I'm running comps, first I want properties where I've got pictures. I don't see any pictures for any of these. Let's check out both. Let's see if public record has any of them. Okay, boom. So these have some pictures. All right, so I can go through and I can say, yeah, that looks similar to my rental grade property. All right, this isn't nice. It's not super fancy, but it's about what I would offer for my rental grade property. Then I look at those property details and I say, okay, they're renting it for $1,450 a month, a 3-bed, 2-bath. Awesome. Great. Now for this one, what I would say is, okay, they got it at a purchase price of $124 a square foot, and I use this to run my comps. In the price, whenever you see it something in the thousands, you just know that they put it on there as rentals, right? So sometimes what I'll do is for a price range, I will use a minimum there, or at least filter out these here, but I use most often the price per square foot. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm coming in here and I'm saying, okay, if I'm going to have a rental grade property that's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot property, then I want to find all properties, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot. That would work. 3-bed, 2-bath. This would work, except it's a rental comp. 3-bed, 2-bath, $133 a square foot. Does it have pictures for me to validate that it looks similar to my property? No. Okay, this one, MLS sold. Let's check out these pictures. Okay. Rental grade. Yours is going to look almost identical to that. This is, more upscale in your bathroom. The bathrooms are a little bit nicer. check out your kitchen. That looks like a pretty rental grade kitchen. They did a good job on it. All right, so that's pretty accurate right there. 3-bed, 1.5, $117 a square foot. All right. So if I got $1,000 square foot house, that's gonna be $117,000 as my ARV. That is what I think is the most valuable. Then if I'm kind of committed to this, I'm going to select my favorite comps, the most valuable comps that I think are most representative of the property, because I want to provide some resources to my my private lenders. Right. So actions, view comp report. And this will download and create a PDF of a comp report. So it'll give you your subject property, kind of some overview of some of the sales, and see your high, low, average, etc. Tell you where the properties are, and then it'll give you the everything bucketed together, right? So you're looking anywhere in the 120 to 150 range. So I use this to provide to my private lender. I also use it to provide to my appraiser in order to position the value of my property. Because if I really believe that it's worth what it is worth, I want to influence them to make sure that they do it right. All right. So that's what I say. That's why I think Propstream is so valuable, is it helps me run my comps as a BRRRR investor. Now, another thing that's helpful is the skip tracing feature. So let's say this would be a little bit different. You're not doing this on a property by property basis, but we've talked about different resources for finding deals. And there's one you can look at on the MLS. The benefit to that is it's really easy to find. The drawback is it's really easy to find, which means everybody can see it. And we all know that with more demand means the price goes up because the supply is finite. It's fixed at this moment. All right. So then that's one option. The other is wholesalers, and wholesalers are a really valuable way to find properties. But if you want to go, one level of more difficult work on your end in order to have the upside of lower cost or getting at a lower price, you could, let's just search Wichita Falls, Texas. Now, I want to look at all the properties in Wichita Falls, Texas, and I can constrain this. Now, let's say I'm looking for something specific because I want to send them all let's say I want to send them all a postcard. Generally, with these direct to seller marketing tactics, you'll get a 1% response rate, meaning if you send out 500 postcards, you'll get 5 calls back. All right. Maybe 1 or 2 of them will work out. Right. And that's all dependent on your ability to communicate, your sales skills, your ability to understand what they need, and your ability to deliver on what they need. But if we're just looking in this one market and we're trying to find people that will sell us their homes, then we have to create a problem. Think of somebody that has a problem that would want to sell your home to their home to you. I'm thinking an out-of-state investor with a vacant property. All right. So let's go into the filter and see if we can find those properties. So owner occupied, no. So they don't live there. All right. Now we've already dwindled down our search. See how many? Okay, 22,000 people, or 22,000 properties. Occupancy status, vacant. So now we don't have 22,000. We have 1,900. All right, these are 1,900 people that you can get in contact with. Property characteristics, property types. Let's say we want only single and multifamily. All right, you could do it for anything. If you're really into farmland, heck, I read recently Bill Gates owns the most farmland in the United States of anybody in the world. He doesn't own the most real estate, but he owns the most farmland, which is really, really interesting. So something's going on with farmland that's worth it. So we went from 1,900 to 1,000. And let's say we care about, let's check out the lien information. Okay, equity, mortgage info, boom. Let's just say it's free and clear. So these are all people that own them outright. 901 people. All right, so they've got free and clear properties that are all vacant. They're not occupied by the owner, and they're single and multifamily. Now, what you can do is select all of these, add them to a list, create a new marketing list. Let's say it's 9, boom, 28. And you can name it however you want. You now save that list, and you have 10,000 property saves a month. All right, so we just used 9,100 of them. So you save that list, and then you go over to your skip tracing and you skip trace that list. And you only pay, I want to say that you pay 12 cents each. You get phone and email. All right, and now there are other tools that you could use. You don't have to use their skip tracing tool, but the fact that it's all built in is kind of nice. You can select your contacts, select that list, and for 12 cents, you get phone and email. All right, so and you should be getting their mailing address as well, but I'm not sure what the characteristics are that you've got on the back end of their specific skip tracing tool. But you're paying 12 cents each. And if it comes back that they can't find it, or that it's a bounced number, it's not an accurate number, you don't pay for that one. So you only pay for what you get. So out of those, for 12 cents each, you're paying 900, you're paying what, $9, right? And then you can go in and you can create once you've got those, you can create a campaign, a postcard, voicemail, email marketing, and create those campaigns to send out to them in Propstream. So all that to say, it's a powerful tool for the BRRRR investor. The most valuable from my vantage point is running comps. It helps a lot to have this information and access to MLS data. And even public record data. On top of that, you can also do some of this skip tracing and find ownership information. So anyway, so that's kind of an overview of Propstream, why it's valuable and where it's valuable to me. Now, there's a lot of other things that it does that don't specifically feed exactly what I need, but there are options for you to use. So